Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred. So tonight my wife and I have played a little bit of Diablo 3 and we wanted to work on our season journeys. One of the objectives is called Fatale, which is to level up 3 down to 70. So we started off with Greater Rift 78, which was the max we could do, and then after that we did a couple of 80 rank 80 kind of like Greater Rift, because in order to level a dam to 70, and if you want to min and max everything, meaning that you want to have 100% chance to up the level of the dam, then you need to do at least, I believe, 79. That will get you the enough kind of difficulties for you to get to that kind of rank. So we have fun with it. We did not know how it worked out, because I think the highest we've got was about 70 or 75. I can't remember of that, but it's quite a big step for us. And I'll talk a little bit about some of these different strategy when you have two Archons together playing the wizard build here with the Via kind of like a set. So so it all in all, very fun kind of experience. This season is pretty kind to us, in the sense that it's not too difficult. Even the conquest was rather straightforward as well, and we are just working through the objective. I think I've left with quite a number of them, but I think in due course I shall get it sorted. So yeah, it's all about leveling them, and it does make the character more powerful as well. And we're looking forward to, of course, much higher rift. So I think 80 is where we started off this so-called endgame journey, and it's a matter of getting the right affixes, getting the ancient items, and just augmenting the ancient, I think, at this point in time. Now, gear wise, right, it's a little bit embarrassing because my gear is just so. I don't have an ancient weapon or an offhand. I have a couple of ancient here and there for the set gear, but really there's still a lot to work on to be able to be great. So, but it's kind of amazing that without augmenting any gear and without even an ancient weapon, we are able to do Greater Rift 80 with rather pretty straightforward, and that says a lot about the Archon build. But I think it's also to do with both of us, my wife and I, doing Archon, and it kind of we complement each other a lot, and it's kind of really fun. So in the beginning, I think we talk about how we work together to Archon, and back then, because we did not have certain gear like the small me and so on, and our human form was a lot more vulnerable. So what we did was to turn into an Archon, and then try to cover each other up, watch each other's back when we turn back into a human form, so another Archon will kick in. So we wanted to have 100% uptime as a team to have Archon at least. But after we have got the gear like Swarmy and other stuff like the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, that give us much better opportunity to pop the Archon and so on and so forth. So now the strategy is a little bit different, because at the beginning of the dungeon, if I'm not in Archon kind of like mode, whereby I've got 50 stat of Archon buff, it makes the character very vulnerable. So so what we've done as a team is that both my wife and I, once step into a high rift dungeon, both of us will then turn to Archon. Although I know without the 20 stack of that's being built when you're not in Archon mode, your Archon kind of ability is very limited. So it's always a little bit slow and scary. It's not that scary, but it's a little bit slow at the beginning of the dungeons, when both of us are trying to at least get enough buff for the human form to start acquiring the 20 stack of buff for the Archon kind of like a form. So it's a really kind of fun, and whenever we are in human form, we all try to at least get like right now I'm here, at least get like 20 stack of of the buff before turning into Archon. And meanwhile, if I know that my wife is doing Archon, I know I'm pretty safe because she'll be able to destroy enemy rather fast, and vice versa, of course. So it is a little bit of teamwork, a little bit of like mixing together. And once we have the 20 stack to kickstart the Archon, which will continue to clock in like at least 100 stack of the Archon buff, that will further buff the human form to get the 20 stack buff for the Archon, so that make it really fun. Things really then come alive. It's not that scary anymore. So yeah, we love it. The only challenge so far, I think, when it comes to Greater Rift or Higher Rift, at least in Archon, is that when you face the Guardian, it may get a little bit challenging if the fight drags on a little bit, because you know it's not that easy to build all this deck and so on. Yeah, so you know, we'll see how it goes. I may change the dam kind of configuration a little bit. So dam wise, I mean, I'm using Bane of the Trap. I think that go without saying. I think every other build is doing like Bane of the Trap, to be honest. And I've got the Gogok of Swiftness, which is very useful for this build, as you get 15 stack of all this dodge and increase attack speed is what this Archon is really good at. The last I'm using Bane of the Powerful first, because I feel that as an Archon, we probably have to kill off almost everything on the screen, and so any of those bosses usually come with the minion. You just end up killing them at one shot anyway, so that become a really good kind of like them to have Bane of the Powerful. But I don't know, I may change my mind if the Guardian fights take a little bit longer than anticipated. Yeah, so now this bit is kind of interesting. I wanted to make a video here because I just want to demonstrate that at the beginning, even when you pop Archon, you don't really do too much because it didn't have any stack to it. It's just a very basic Archon, and I'm using here to build up my my human form kind of like a attack speed, attack damage output, and then the buff as well, and together with that will give me the damage reduction buff as well. That is 70 stack of the Archon just now. You see that on the screen on top, and then that help me build the 20 stack, which is the first icon there for the Archon. So once that is done, then I can pop into Archon mode and do the stuff that I do. So yeah, overall a very fun experience. I was a little bit worried if this build is going to be fragile, because powerful build usually at a cost of durability. So for example, the Necromancer that I played last season, the LN build, that one is the Skeleton Mage, super powerful, especially when you pop the Land of the Dead, but also super fragile. One bullet, one kind of like hit, the character just die. After that, was it fun? I guess that was a really powerful build, very fast to clear, kind of like a dungeon or Greater Rift, but it just two glass cannon in a sense. So the good thing about this character is that it is very durable and also rather powerful. May not be as powerful as the Skeleton Mage when it comes to boss killer, but it's still pretty powerful. Alright, so now this is going to be the last boss of the evening. We were having the shield kind of buff, so we could face tank that boss in any case. So with that said, you just upgrade. We upgraded the gem to 70, and that is the gem Fatale kind of like achievement, season achievement, which is for Guardian kind of like journey. I'm still a Slayer. Oh, well, not even a Slayer, by the way. So I still need to walk through my all my stuff here. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this short compilation video. As always, drop me a note below if you have some question, and all the best for your season 18. I think it is pretty awesome. I do use some of this like Trion kind of like buff in the end. I thought I didn't, but I did use it in the end. So yep, I'll talk to you again next time, and all the best. Good luck with the Primal Ancient. I've got 2 so far, but both are rubbish. Bye.